Thanks, Nikki. It was once again a very busy weekend for Hawkeye sports. Tennis, baseball, softball, gymnastics, rowing, and golf all competed this weekend. It was definitely an exciting one for the baseball team. The Hawks took the University of Nevada at Las Vegas in their second home series of the year this weekend. Lucy Rodine has the recap.
The Hawkeyes took on UNLV this weekend, sweeping the series 3-0. This series proved that if there's anything that defines this Hawkeye team, it's resiliency. In Game 1 of the series, Iowa was led by Nick Gallagher on the mound, who did not allow a walk in his start for the Hawkeyes. Gallagher's strong performance helped hold the Rebels to 3 hits and no runs.
Nick pitched extremely well today. He was in control. He was in control of himself. He worked quick and didn't walk a batter, as you said, struck out 6.
At the plate, Chris Whalen had an RBI that put Iowa up 1 in the third. Tyler Cropley hit a double that sent 2 Hawkeyes home in the 8th, securing the Game 1 victory for Iowa 3-0. Game 2 was back and forth, with UNLV scoring individual runs in 5 separate innings, and the Hawks doing the same in 3. The Rebels went into the bottom of the 9th with a 5-3 lead. Down 2, Mitchell Bowe came up to bat and hit a double that set up pinch hitter Austin Guzzo and pinch runner Corbin Woods to score, tying the game. Chris Whalen then hit a walk-off single that sent Bowe home and clinched Game 2 for the Hawks 6-5.
Mitch gave us a chance with that double. It was going to be left up to me, so I was just looking for a fastball, a little excitement in the air, and I was just trying to get a job done. It's actually my first walk-off hit in my career, so it's really a feeling like any other. Honestly, I've never really experienced it, but it was awesome.
In Game 3, the Hawks relied on another late rally. Going into the bottom of the 8th, the Rebels were up 6-4, but 2 RBIs and a run from Mitchell Bowe gave Iowa a 7-6 victory.
We have a lot of fight on this team, and sometimes we don't show it, but this showed our true selves here.
The Hawkeyes will look to continue their hot streak this Tuesday when they face South Dakota State at home. Reporting from Duane Banks Stadium, this has been Lucy Rodine, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Iowa is currently on a 6-game winning streak and now is 17-9 on the season. The Iowa softball team also came away with a 2-1 series win against Purdue this weekend. The women's gymnastics team competed in regionals on Saturday and fell just short of the national bid. Olivia Corbett was in Champaign and has more on the meet.
On Saturday night, the University of Illinois hosted the 2017 NCAA Regionals Gymnastics meet, including the 6 top teams from the Central region. Iowa, looking for a spot at Nationals, started off the competition a bit slow, scoring a 48.55 on vault, but it only went up from there. On floor, Angel Metcalf and Claire Kaji tied for the 4th place title with a 9.85. Drenth had her best performance of the night on the uneven bars, tying for 6th, contributing to the team score of a 48.85. With just one event left, the Hawkeyes' new beam was going to have to be close to perfection for the bid to Nationals, and the Gymhawks nearly did the impossible, shattering the school record with a 49.6, including 2 first-place titles for Metcalf and Kaji, scoring a 9.95.
They made an excellent comeback. I mean, we were last until the very last event. 49.6 on beam. That's like unheard of. People aren't going to remember the mistakes that we made in the beginning. What they're going to remember is that beam rotation. I mean, we absolutely shattered the school record, I'm pretty sure.
Beam concluded Metcalf's historic night as she leaves with the 3rd place all-around title, giving her the bid to Nationals for the first time ever.
I'm so proud of her. She deserves that. She's worked really hard to own that position as a leader on our team. I would definitely have never made it to Nationals without my team. I mean, they are the reason that I'm going. They set me up for that score. I just went out there and did my job, and you know what, it advanced me, and I couldn't be more honored to have been their teammates.
It was just a 1/10 of a point that prevented the University of Iowa's gymnastics team from advancing to St. Louis, but we'll still be able to see senior Angel Metcalf and freshman Claire Kaji take on Nationals. Reporting for Iowa Gymnastics, this has been Olivia Corbett with Daily Iowan TV Sports.
It was a very emotional end to the Hawkeye season, but Claire Kaji and Angel Metcalf will continue to represent the Gymhawks at Nationals on April 14th in St. Louis. The men's tennis team has had a busy weekend, starting with a doubleheader versus DePaul and number 2 Ohio State on Friday and finishing up with Penn State Sunday.
Rough weekend here in Iowa City for the Iowa men's tennis team, losing to number 2 Ohio State and Penn State, and a win versus DePaul.
As the Hawkeyes hosted 3 matches this weekend, they opened up Friday, winning all singles and double sets, beating DePaul 7-0. Following their morning match, the Hawkeyes matched up against the number 2 ranked Ohio State Buckeyes, resulting in a losing effort 0-7.
That's tough to swallow when we compete pretty well down there at the bottom and we're not able to, be really competitive at those spots. So hopefully, this week in practice we can pick it up and get ready for 2 tough matches next weekend against Illinois Northwestern.
Kareem Alov has been playing as the team's #1 player. This past weekend, he won 2 singles matches along with a loss to Ohio State. He talked about being the #1 guy.
I played #1 in the country from Ohio State. The guy is 18-0. I came out just a little scared, a little nervous, and I played really close. Was up 5-3 in the second set, and it just gave me a lot of confidence to see where I was with the #1 player in the country. Hawkeyes traveled to Northwestern and the University of Illinois this weekend. Reporting from Iowa Tennis and Recreation Center, Patrick Lynch, Daily Iowa TV Sport.
The Hawks look to have some success with the neighboring state schools this weekend when they will take on Illinois and Northwestern, whom the women's tennis team did not have much luck with over the weekend, losing to both. As for the rowing team, the #14 Hawks defeated Michigan State 63-54 and Louisville 65-50 on Saturday. And the men's golf team finished up 7th in the Mason Rudolph Championship on Sunday. Now make sure to tune in tomorrow for more on how the women's tennis team did over the weekend and to start the NFL draft interviews with hopeful former Hawkeyes. Nikki, back to you.